Greetings, colleagues. Do you attend meetings? I know, who doesn't? But what's the lexicon for a business English meeting? What words and terms do we often encounter in a meeting? If you're struggling to understand the procedures of the meeting, want to improve your business English vocabulary, or just want to get ready for that next round of meetings, then this is the video for you. We'll go through 44 common terms used in meetings and give some examples for each. Let's level up your business English. Greetings, colleagues. I'm Timothy Barrett, and welcome to the Business English Rundown. This is the show for professionals all over the world who want to improve their communication skills in English. All right, let's get started. First, AGM. What is AGM? This is Annual General Meeting. For a lot of countries, this is a standard requirement for a lot of corporations or companies. So depending on how the company is organized under the statutes of that country or state, but most companies are going to have a requirement that all of the owners of the company, the shareholders, have to get together and meet at least once a year. Now, of course, you don't have to attend, but the company has to have that meeting, and anyone who owns shares is invited to attend. This is the annual, meaning every year. General meeting meaning it's open to all the shareholders, all of the owners. Now, if you own stock in a large public company, you are, in theory, entitled to go to their annual general meeting. If it's a popular company, like Apple or Alphabet or Microsoft, then you're probably going to have to reserve your seat. They might not have enough seats for all of the shareholders. But for most companies, most of the shareholders aren't going to go to the meeting. And so, there's plenty of room. If you are a shareholder, you can attend. Now, the other important type of meeting is a board meeting. So it's not a general meeting, it's a board meeting for the board of directors. So this would be the board of directors of a company that will meet. And how often they meet depends on the company. They may meet, every month, every quarter, every week, or more or less as needed. When something comes up, they may have an emergency board meeting, that sort of thing.
So far this semester, he has been absent 9 times.
Absent or absentee. If someone is absent, they're an absentee, they are missing, they're not attending. So maybe there's a board meeting, but one of the board members is absent. They're an absentee on today's list. They didn't make it to today's meeting. I hope you're enjoying this content. If you are, conquer that like button and make it ours. Attendee, the opposite of absentee. Attendee is a person who attended the meeting. And related to that, of course, is attendance. Did the person attend? Were they present for the meeting? I almost said physically present, meaning in the room, but in the 21st century, maybe that's not a requirement. But normally we think of someone attending as being physically present. Often we'll use this with school children, who is absent or who's attending. Was there a large attendance at the meeting last night, or was there a large attendance at the show last night? Meaning, did a lot of people attend? Did a lot of people go? Did they show up? Or if we're talking about an employee, we could talk about, he has very poor attendance. He's absent a lot. He's out sick a lot, or whatever reason, but he's absent a lot. So because of his poor attendance, he was fired.
Our objective is to win the war.
Objective. This is a common business English term. What is your objective? What is your main desire? What are you trying to achieve? What are you trying to reach? My main objective in this meeting is to find a new client, or my main objective is to meet potential clients. I don't expect that I'm going to make a sale today, but I do want to meet potential clients and then set up the sale in the future. Agenda. Agenda are the points or tasks that want to be discussed at the meeting. If a meeting is well organized, you probably get the list of agenda items before the meeting, so you can kind of look through it. Maybe you can prepare questions or read up on reports or find out what you want to talk about, what's important to you regarding these agenda items. Or maybe you want to add an item to the agenda. You want to say, oh no, I think we should also talk about this project or this development. And you could ask to add it to the agenda. If it's a very formal meeting, then it may not be possible to add things to the agenda at the last minute. If it's more of an informal meeting, then it might be very easy to add items at the last minute. It depends on how the meeting is run.
Perhaps she would respond to an alternative form of persuasion.
Alternative or options, this is a choice of two or more things. Like we're hiring a new CFO, Chief Financial Officer, and we have two alternatives. We have candidate A and candidate B. We have two options.
Okay, let's go around the horn.
Around the horn. So it's kind of an older term. If you think of a boardroom or any type of conference room with one big table, this would mean that you go around the room and everyone gets to speak. Now, depending on why you're doing that, you could be talking about different things. Maybe it's just a weekly update. You're having a meeting with the team, and so the boss says, okay, let's go around the horn, and I want to hear updates from everybody. And usually you probably go in order, so that way no one is skipped. You can kind of know when you're going to speak. It could be a small thing, maybe you have 30 seconds, or maybe it's longer, maybe it's 5 or 10 minutes. But everyone speaks and gives an update or discusses what they want to discuss. Maybe you're talking about a major motion, a major decision, and so you want to go around the horn and get input from everybody. So everyone wants to speak about this major decision before you reach a decision or before there's a vote. So you go around the horn. Breakout groups. So if you have a very large meeting or you're at a big conference, something like that, it's very common that sometimes it's good if you have 100 or more people, you're listening to the same speaker. It could be effective, but sometimes it's too large. So they might set up breakout groups or breakout rooms. And so that is a small group, maybe it's 5 people, maybe it's 25, maybe it's 50. It could be 100 if you're in a conference of 1,000 attendees. Maybe there's a breakout group of 50 people that are going to go to this special room, and maybe they talk about different things. This would be common in conferences. If you're interested in topic A, go to this room. If you're interested in topic B, go to this room. And then, 2 hours from now, everyone meets back in the main room. It's time to conquer that like button and make it ours. If you enjoyed this video, then take the next step and watch this video on business English phrases for running a meeting. Continue your journey.